Oregon's win, but more specifically in this stream, I'm going to be analyzing how it went down. Oregon men's basketball was down early, but they came through late, and Folly Dante was ultimately the catalyst, in my opinion, and probably in the opinions of many others too. He had a huge block late. He did not miss a shot. He got a lot close to the rim, but he didn't miss a single shot in this game. Had a key block on a three-pointer late, and in my opinion, that was the difference for Oregon. In the first half, Oregon struggled a little bit early, but they started defending well, which I think was also very important. The defense. The defense was what impressed me the most about Oregon in this game. Oregon locked Colorado down defensively, and I think that's ultimately what helped them win the game. Colorado turned the ball over too much, but a lot of that was active hands from Oregon and intercepting passes. Dante had a couple of interceptions, I believe one in the first half and one in the second half. And Kuznard and many others had some key deflections. I think Shellstad had one or two that led to steals. So ultimately, that's what helped Oregon to win. And I think this was a really great win for Oregon. Their last win, I think, was really the catalyst for this tournament run, because obviously that was against the number 1 seed Arizona. But ultimately, I think this might be the one that really stands out. Even though that one was huge, this one actually gets them to the NCAA tournament. I think Oregon is proving to themselves and to everyone else that they belong in the NCAA tournament, and Oregon absolutely deserves to be there. This was a really great performance on both sides of the ball, specifically defensively. What I found impressive on the offensive end was every time Oregon allowed a bucket in the last 6 or 7 or 8 minutes of the game, it seemed like they went down the court, knew what they had to do, and got a key score. And Folly Dante scored many of those, but others were involved too. And I think ultimately that's what helped them win the game. They didn't give up. They didn't hang their heads when they let Colorado score. They took the blows and they punched back, and ultimately that was all it took for them to win the game. That was what it took, and that's how they were able to get this huge win, because if they didn't win this game, they were headed for the NIT. And this team has proven through the last game and through this game that they're better than an NIT team. They deserve to be in the NCAA tournament, even if they're a first-round exit, which they might be depending on who they get matched up with. This team has fought through injuries, through adversity, through a lot of things this season to get to this point, and I am incredibly proud to say that I am an Oregon Ducks fan, and that this team has really turned the season around. There was a point in the season where I watched one game, I think it was against UCLA, where Oregon was struggling. They were just kind of shooting threes all the time, but this team is not like that anymore. This team is locked in. This team knows how to defend, and this team is really connected on both sides of the ball. Ultimately, that's what it takes to win games in March, and Oregon has already demonstrated that they can win against high-quality teams in the month of March, including Arizona, which is one of the top teams in the country. So this team will be fun to watch once they get into the NCAA tournament. I can't wait, and we'll see where it goes from there. Tomorrow it's Auburn, the other team I root for, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. So, thanks so much for watching, and I will be live tomorrow night for an extended period of time, about an hour and 15 minutes. Actually, no, sorry, an hour and a half minimum, from 5:45 Eastern to 7:15 Eastern-ish. It might go over a little depending on how many questions people have. And I'll see you all then. Thanks so much for watching. Martin out.